Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video, guys, we are going to learn something new, something different, something dynamic in JavaScript. Okay, yes, guys, you heard that right. Today, in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to learn something new, something different, something dynamic in JavaScript. Okay, and guys, today in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to learn some of the important JavaScript array operations. Okay, yes, guys, you heard that right. Today in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to learn some of the important JavaScript array operations. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, so guys, these are the operations we are going to learn in today's video, in today's session. So here is the JavaScript array operations, and here finding values. Okay, so we will find the max element of the array, we will find the min element of the array as well. Here is the aggregation operations, sum of element we will find, sum of even number also we will find from the array, sum of odd number we will also find from the array, and here is the filtering operations, we will find the even numbers from the array, we will find the odd numbers from the array, and here's the counting operations, we will count the even number from the array, we will count the odd number from the array as well, and we will also learn how to remove the duplicate element or the value from the array as well, and many more. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all, guys, please guys, subscribe now my this channel Code with ER, and please guys, okay, do press the bell icon also, so that you will be notified whenever I will upload the new video in the playlist. Okay, and please guys, don't forget to share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your groups as well, and please guys, don't forget to like this video as well, which will give me the confidence and motivation to create awesome videos like this. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. So guys, these are the operations we are going to learn in today's video, in today's session. Okay, so guys, I'm going to use here the Sublime Text as a code editor. Guys, you are free to use the IDE of your choice, of your preferences. Okay, so let me just create here the new file first. So I'll just say here array, okay, operations in js.html. Save the file inside the coding folder. So let me just create here the HTML file first very quickly. So HTML, give here code with ER Prabhat in it. Okay, so this is it. So now let me just create here one heading as well, so we don't need here anything. Okay, so let's just remove the class. I want to give you a class. Okay, so let me just create here h1 element inside this, and h1, let me just go to the example to copy the heading from here. Let's just paste it here, right click here, open in browser. So here is the heading. Okay, so let me just create the script element. So guys, let me just create here first one array. So I'll just say here const, I'll just say here arr, okay, equal to, let me just say here 2 4 5 6, and I will just say here 17 10 3 90, and I'll give here 0, and I'll give here -1 as well. Okay, so this is the array we have just created. Okay, so now first of all, let me just write the comment here. Okay, so just say here double the every elements in an array. Okay, so here is the heading, I mean the comment, what we are going to do. Okay, so let me just create here one function, and I'll just say here okay, so I'll just give here fun, okay, 1, so that it will be less time consuming. Okay, and let's just provide here this array. Okay, so provide here this array. So guys, now I'll use here only for loop. Okay guys, I'm going to use here only for loop to do each and everything. Okay, I'll just use the every for loop to do each and everything. Okay, so first of all, let me just check, okay, if there is array or not. Okay, if array dot length, okay, if array dot length is equal to 0. Okay, so first of all I'm going to check here if array is if there is array or not. Okay, so I'll just say here return, and I'll just say here uh, instead of returning the text, return here 0. Okay, we can return the text as well. Okay, so suppose there is no any element in the array, so we will return 0. Okay, and now I'll just use here the for loop. Okay, like I told you, I'm going to use here only for loop. Okay, so let me just say here starting condition is 0, and instead of where I'll use here let. Okay, so this is the modern. So let me just now I'll just say here arr dot length. Okay, and I'll increase the every time the iteration by 1. Okay, so let me just create here the one variable as well. So I'll just say here let. Okay, and I can just say here double. Okay, array. Okay, double array, and as of now just give you a blank or empty array. Okay, this is it. So now let me just I'll just say here what I'll do here, I'll just copy this and I'll just say here dot push. Okay, I'll use the push method to push uh, the new array inside this double array. Okay, so what I'll do here, I'll just copy this arr and I'll just copy the index as well here, and I'll just multiply it every element by 2. Okay, so this is the comment I have given here, and now I'll just say here return, and I'll just return this double array. So just paste it here, and now I'll just use here the console. Okay, I'm not going to show anything on the browser, rather I'll just use here the console to show each and everything. Okay, so I'll just say here console dot log, and now I'll just copy this function. Okay, and just paste here. This is it. Okay, so as of now just check the file and have a look in the browser. So we have to go to the developer tools, I mean the console, go to the inspect, and let's just enlarge this. We will need this. So go to the console, and as of now just refresh this page. Okay, so here we can see here the every element. Okay, is now double. So is 4, 8, 10, 12, 34, 20, 6, 180, 0, and -2. Okay, so this is the array, this is the original array, and here is the comment I have also given here, double the every elements in an array, and this is the function. Okay, so instead of this we can also give here the spread operator also we can use. Okay, like this 3 dots. Okay, so this 3 dots is known as the spread operator. Okay, so this will also do the same thing. Just check the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page, so you can see here we got the same thing. There is no any issue, there is no any problem at all. So let me just copy this and just paste it here. So instead of this give you a simple array. Okay, this will also do the same thing. Okay, save the file, cancel this, save the file, and have a look in the browser. Just refresh this page, so we got the same array here. Okay, so now we will learn the different operations. So now we'll just say here find the max elements in the array. Okay, so now let's just create here, we will use this. Okay, same array, we will use this same array. Okay, so now let me just create here another function. So, and I'll just say here fun, and instead of 1 I'll give here 2. Okay, and I'll use the array again inside this, and now I'll just find the max element. Okay, so guys, now we are going to find the max element inside the array. Okay, so let me just create here the if first. So I'll just check here if this array has anything or not. So length equal to 0, so we will just return here 0. Okay, this is it. Otherwise we will just create here one const as well using the let, and just say here max. Okay, and guys, now I'm going to assume. Okay, I'm going to assume. Okay, the 0 element. Okay, so guys, I'm going to assume. Okay, the 0th element, which means this 2. Okay, so guys, I'm going to assume from this array that 0th element, which means this 2 is the max value of this array. Okay, okay, so guys, I'm going to here focus on this function. Okay, so guys, I'm going to assume that the first element from this array, which means this two is the max value, but we can see here the max value of this array is 90. Okay, the max value of this array is 90, but I'm going to consider that the first element of this array is max. Okay, so that's the condition I have given here, and now I'll check. Okay, so if so I just say here 4. Okay, so 4, and let's just say here I'll use here, and give here 0, and I'll just say here this array dot length, and I'll just increase the iteration every time by 1. Okay, and now inside this for block, I mean the for loop, I'll just check. Okay, so first I'll just check here if if arr is I element is greater than this max. Okay, is greater than this max. Okay, if this is the case, okay guys, if this is the case, we will just assign this max. Okay, just copy this max and just assign this value inside this max var. Okay, so let's just give here equal to. Okay, so in this way. Okay, so guys, it is checking here. Okay, it will check every element. Okay, it will check every element. Okay, you can see here this loop, this for loop will run on every element inside this array: 2, 4, 5, 6, 17, 10, 3, 90, 0, -1. Okay, and it will check. Okay, it will check inside the if condition. Okay, if any element, okay, if any element from this array is greater than what we have assumed here, is greater than max. Okay, then we will assign that element inside this max. Okay, then we will assign that element inside this max, and then we will return this max. Okay, then we will return this max. Okay, so this is the condition. So let me just copy this uh, and now I just say here console dot log. Okay, but as you can see here, here is the max value, which is 19. Okay, so but I have assumed here the max value is 2, the first element of this array. I have assumed that this is the max element of this array. So this is the condition I have given here, and we are checking here if any element from this array, is greater than this max, then we will assign that value inside this max, and then we will return. Okay, so let me just paste it here, and now here is the same array. I'll use here this array only. So as of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser. So now refresh this page. So see, we got here the 19 as the max value. Okay, so let me just give here the another max value as a 1000. Save the file, have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So here we got the 1000. Okay, so this is the condition. Okay, so let me just remove this element. I don't remove this element. Okay, so now we will find the min element. Okay, inside the array. Okay, so let me just say here find the min element from the array. Okay, so let me just create here another function, and I'll just say here func3. Okay, and I'll pass this same array, and now I'll just close this. So now let me just check if there is any array or not. So this is the condition. I'll just say here arr dot length equal to 0. We will just return here. Say here return 0. Okay, return nothing. And now I'll just use here the for loop. Okay, so I will always use here the for loop. Okay, and instead of var, we just use here let. Okay, so I'll just start the condition by 0. I mean from 0. So let's just say here 0, and I is equal to array dot length, and I'll just increase the every time by 1 this iteration. Okay, and so now we're going to find here the mean value. Okay, so like here we will also assume. Okay, so now I'm just going to say here, let's just say here let mean equal to, I'll just consider the mean value as a 0. Okay, so guys, now I'm going to consider as the mean value as a 0. Okay, so let's just say here this is the mean value. Okay, this is the mean value, which means this 2 is the minimum value, although the minimum value in this array is minus 1. Okay guys, the minimum value in this array is minus 1, but I'm going to assume that minimum value of this array is minus 1, which means the first element of this array. Okay, which means the first element of this array, I'm going to assume, I'm going to consider that this is the mean value, although the mean value is minus 1, but I'm going to consider this first element as the minimum value of this array. So that's the reason I'm given here. I'm just saying here this, okay, first element, which is 2, I'm going to consider as the mean value, but although here is the mean value minus 1. Okay, this is it. So now I'll just check here if using the if condition. Okay, so now I'll just check here. Okay, so I'll just say here if, okay, I'll just say here this array, this array I is less than, okay, is less than this mean value. Okay, this mean value, if any element is less than, if any element from this array, if any element from this array is less than this mean, then we will assign that mean or the minimum value inside this mean. Okay, so let me just say here mean, and I'll just assign this array. So close this, and so now let me just return this mean value as well. So I'll just say here return this mean. Okay, save the file, and now let me just console.log. So I'll just say here console.log, and let me just copy this function from here, and I'll just this is it. So save the file and have a look in the browser. So now refresh this page. So here is the mean value minus 1. Okay, so guys, here is the mean value minus 1. Okay, so this is doing great now. So now this is doing great, and I'll explain you to the code to the D. Okay, so now we will find the sum of the element. Okay, so I'm going to find the sum of the element, okay, of this array. Okay, so now let me just create here another function. Let me just first write here the comment first. So find the sum of the elements of the array. Okay, say here of the given array. Okay, so now let me just create here another function. So function, I'll just say here fun4. Okay, and now let me just give you the same array. Okay, this array I'm going to give here. Okay, so now let me just check here first. So if, okay, if there is anything inside the array or not. Okay, so I'll just say here arr dot length is equal to 0. We will just return the integer or the 0. This is it. Okay, so now let me just create here another var, okay, or the let. So let me just see here sum, and I'll just give you 0 as of now. Okay, and I'll just use here the for loop. Always I will use here for loop. Okay, no any other loop I'll use here, only for loop instead. Okay, so let's just see here let, and I'll just give you the initial condition is 0, and I'll just say here arr dot length, and I'll increase the iteration every time, iteration count every time by 1. And now, okay, I'll just, okay, check. Okay, so let me just copy this, and I'll just accumulate, or we will I can say here the append. Okay, using this plus minus equal to, and let me just say here arr and the every element. Okay, arr and the every element. So now let me just say here return this sum. Okay, so now let me just okay, so let me just say here console dot log, and now copy this. Okay, and just paste it here. So as of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So here we got the sum of all the elements inside the array. Okay, so let me just say here so say here sum of the elements. Save the file, have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So here we can see here some of the elements. Okay, and like this only we can say here. so that it will be easy to understand. Okay, so let me just say here the the min element. Okay, min element in the array. Okay, cd file, have a look in the browser, refresh this page. So here is the min element in the array, and likewise I can say here the just paste it here. I can say here the max cd file, have a look in the browser, refresh this page. Okay, so here we can see. Okay, so and likewise uh, so okay, double the every element, I'll say here double the every element. Okay, uh, double every element, double the every elements in the array. Save the file, have a look in the browser, now refresh this page. So we got here. Okay, so this is understanding for you. Okay, so now let me just say here, instead of this simple array, I can just give you the this split operator as well, and this will also do the work. Okay, so let's just give you a split operator, save the file, and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So here we can see the some of the elements is still 1 3 6. Okay, so now I'll just say here so now we will just say here uh, some of the event. Okay, so let me just now create another function. Just say here find. Okay, find the sum of the event elements. Okay, element. Okay, I hope this is understandable to you. Okay, so let me just create here another function, and I can just say here fun5. Okay, and I'll use the same array. Okay, and I'll just guys, okay, here is the comment. So this is saying find the sum of the even, find the sum of the even element in the array. Okay, I hope this is quite understandable to you. Okay, so now I'll just say here first of all let me just check here. So if I'll just say here arr dot length equal to 0, so we'll just say here return 0. Okay, so now I'll just check. Okay, so I will just use here the for loop. So for, and I'll use it let. So let, and so give here the 0 condition, and I'll just say here arr dot length, and I will increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, so let's just create here another var first. I can just create here using let. So let, I just say here even. Okay, even sum. Okay, even sum, and as of now just give here 0. So now I'll just say here first of all I'll just check. Okay, every element I will check. Okay, I will check. So this is the sum number, this is the sum number, this is the sum number, this is the sum, this is the sum. Okay, so we will just add 2 4 6 10 and 90. Okay, because this is the even number. This 2 is even, this 4 is even, this 6 is even, this 10 is even, and this 90 is also even. Okay, so we will add 2 4 6 10 and 90 inside this function. Okay, so first of all let me just check here. So I'll just check here if the element is okay, the even number or not. Okay, so arr, so give the element also, I mean the index we can say here. I'll just use here the this. Okay, so this is known as the what can I say, this is known as the guys, I'm forgetting the operation right now. Okay, so this is known as so in this way we will know if the element is even or if the element is odd. Okay, so give here 2 if this is equal to 0, which means the element of the array is even. Okay, so now we will just say here this even, and I'll just again use here plus equal to, and this even element inside this array. Okay, so we just close this and we will just return this. So I'll just say here return and return this even sum from here. So just paste it here. This is 8, and now let me just copy this and let me just say here console dot log and let's just paste it here. Save the file and have a look in the browser. So let's just refresh this page. So here is the okay some of the odd even number. Okay, here is the some of the even number. Let me just open this calculator. Okay, let me just open this calculator and then let me just come here. So let me just see the array first. So I'll just say here. So first of all, we will add here 2 plus 4 plus okay 6. We will also add. We will also add here 10. We will also add here 90. So here is the 112. Let me just see. So here is also 112. Okay. So here is also 112. Okay. So this is going great. Okay. So let me just now write the comment here for you only. So sum of even number. Okay. Sum of even elements from the array. Okay, this is it. Let's just save the file and have a look at the browser. Let's just refresh this page. So we got here. So let me just we can also use like this. Okay, we can also use the spread operator as well, like this. I showed you many times. Okay, so let's just save the file and have a look at the browser. We got here the same thing. Okay, no issue at all. So let me just come here and now I'll just okay, so create here another comment. I'll just say here find the sum of all the odd elements from the array. Okay, so now let me just create here another function. So function, just say here fun 6, and I'll give the same array here, not double array. I'll just say here same array. Okay, and again I'll just check here first if array dot length something is there or not. Okay, if something is there, if something is not there, we will just return 0 like this. And now we will just create here another where let's just create here let I'll just say here odd. Okay, odd sum equal to I'll give here 0, and let's just I will again use the for loop. I'll always use for loop. Okay, so let's just now say here let it's let. Okay, and give the initial condition 0 and less than array dot length, and I'll increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, and now we will just check first. So if okay, we will just check here if this array. So let's just say here array I. Okay, array I dot this 2 does not equal to 0, which means the array element is odd. Okay, which means the array element is odd. Okay, which means guys the array element is odd. Okay, so let me just copy this and let me just again use here plus equal to, and I'll just sum it inside this, close this, and let's just return this. So return and odd sum, copy this and just paste it here, close this, and now we will just again create here console dot log, and let me just give here this function, copy this and say here the sum of odd elements from the array, and give it plus. I just call this function, save the file, have a look in the browser. So what will be the sum? So here it's 5, okay, 17 and 3 and this minus 1. Okay, so let me just save the file and have a look in the browser. So here it's 24. Okay, so let me just verify this. So open this calculator, and now what I'll do here, I'll add here first 5 and 17. So first 5 plus 17, so here is 22, and I will add this 3 as well. So it's 25, and I'll minus 1, so it's 24. Okay, we will just create here the uh, okay, let's just create here the even array. Okay, so we will just separate the even element, and then we will separate the odd element as well from this array. Okay, we will separate the even element, and then we will separate the odd element as well from the array. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. So I'll just use the another function. I'll just say here even array, even array, and I'll just pass this array. So now again I'll just check first, okay, if something is there or not. Okay, so if something is there or not, so I'll just say here array dot length is equal to 0. We will just return 0. Okay, and now we'll just create here another const. I can just say here even, okay, even array, and as of now just give you the blank or the empty array. This is it, and I'll again use here the for loop. I'll always use for loop. Okay, so now 0, and I'll use here let instead of var, and less than array, this array dot length, and I'll increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, and first of all we will again check, okay, if using this condition. So I'll just say here this array element, okay, this array element, and this ampersand, okay, equal to, if it is equal to 0, which means the array element is even. Okay, which means the array element is even. So now I'll just say here this even. So I forgot to write here comment. Okay, I'll use here push, and I'll just push this element. Okay, I'll push this element. So I forgot to write here comment, I'm sorry. So uh, creates an array from the even elements, even elements from the array. Okay, from the array. I think this is quite understandable to you. Okay, so now we will just return this, copy this, and we will just return this. Okay, so return, like, what is this, guys? Okay, copy this and just paste it here, close this, and now let me just copy this, and now I can just say here console dot log, and I can say here array the array uh, from the array uh, the array of the array of all the even elements from the array. Okay, let's just paste this, just save the file, have a look in the browser, and now refresh this page. So we got here issue. What is the issue here? So return, okay, array dot length even array. So let me just check here. Okay, I'm forgetting here so we have to say here plus to concatenate string and the value. So save the file, and now if come here console, refresh this page. So here we can see here array of all the even elements from the array is, okay, 2, 4, 6, 10, 90, and 0. Okay, so why it is not inside the array? So dot push. So okay, so here let me just save the file, and why it is not inside the array. So let me just make it array. So now just take the file and have a look in the browser. So let me just change the variable name. Okay, let's just change the variable name. So I can just say here even array. Okay, so let me just change this variable name and change it here, change this as well, save the file and have a look in the browser, refresh this page. So array. Okay, so let I, okay, I is less than array dot length and this array. Okay, if we will divide it by 0 by 2, if the remaining is 0, then we will say here even array dot push. So even array dot push and we will return this array, we will return this array. So return console.log even array. So this, okay, so we will say here this return array. So let me just check what is the issue here. So let me just okay, so here is the array and so arr. Okay, array dot push. Okay, let me just create here another function. I hope this will clear. So let me just create here create an array. Okay, uh, of all the odd, okay, all the odd elements, all the odd elements from the uh, given from the given array. Okay, this is it. Let's just create here another function. So I can just say here uh, so let's just say here fun. So it's already 6. I'll just say here 7. So I'll just give you the array and first of all let me just check. So I'll just say here if this arr dot length equal to 0. So we will just say here return 0. Okay, otherwise I'll just create here another var. Just create here another var let. I can just say here odd odd array odd array odd array and let's just get the blank or the empty array and I'll use here again for loop and I'll just say here let and so let me just say here initial condition I'll give you a 0. So I'll just say here array dot length and I'll increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, and now we will check here if. Okay, so let me just say here array element. Okay, array element. Okay, divided by okay 2 does not equal to 0, which means the array element is odd. Okay, which means the array element is odd. So I'll just say here odd array. Okay, odd array dot push and I'll push this array elements. Okay, the odd elements I'll push inside this. Okay, so now I just say here return and I can just copy this. Okay, copy this and just return this. So now I just say here console dot log. Okay, so let me just copy this function from here and just paste it, save the file, have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. Yeah, so we got here. Okay, so guys, we can see here we're getting here the things. Okay, so let me just copy this and I'll just check with this. Okay, what is the issue here? So array of all the odd elements. Okay, array of all the odd elements from the given array. Okay, so let me just save the file, have a look in the browser. So here we got, okay guys, okay, so there is issue guys. Okay, there is issue with this string. Okay, there is issue with this string. Now let me just remove this string. So now everything is doing great. Okay, so now let me just remove this. Okay, so now just save the file and have a look in the browser. Yeah, we got here array. Okay, we got here guys array. Okay, we got here array. Okay, we got here array. So let me just check what is the issue with the string. Okay, so let me just check what is the issue with the string guys. Okay, so so let me just check what is the issue with the string. No, we have to remove the string. Okay, so guys, let's just remove the string. Okay, so we don't need any string. I just give the string for the explanation only. Just save the file and have a look in the browser and now references page. So we got here, this is the even array and this is the odd array. I have explained. Okay, I have written the comment as well. So I have written the comment. Okay, so I have written the comment as well. Okay, so now I'll just create the unique array. Okay, I just create the unique array. So I'm going to define here the another array. So I'll just say here const. Okay, I'll just say here array 2. Okay, I'll define here the another array as a array 2. Okay, so I'll just say here, okay, 2 3 3 3, and I can just give here again 2. I'll give here 4, and I can just give here 7 10. I'll just give here -2. I'll just give here 0. I'll just give here again -2. I'll just give here -1, and I'll just give here 4. Okay, so we have created here the new array. Okay, so it has got the duplicate value as well. Okay, it has got the duplicate value as well. So we will create here the unique array. Okay, so now let me just create here another function. Let me just create here the create unique array. Okay, uh, from from the uh, given from the given array. Okay, this is it. Let me just create the function. Okay, as a function I'll create here 8th function, and I'll just give the array 2. Okay, and first of all let me just check here. So if, okay, if array 2 dot length, if something is not there, if it is 0, then we will return, so return 0. This is it. Okay, and now I'll just create here another var. I'll just say here unique array, and I'll just create here the blank or the empty array. This is it. I'll just use here the for loop again. Always I will use here for loop only. Okay, so give the 0, and I'll just give you the this array 2 dot length, and again I will increase the iteration count by 1. And first of all I'll just check here using the if. Okay, using the if, so I'll use the negation, and I'll use this include, okay, method from the JavaScript only. Okay, I will use this includes method from the JavaScript only. Okay, so let me just copy this. So first of all we will check here this unique dot include. Okay, so this unique array includes, okay, this unique array includes this array element. Okay, this array element. Okay, if it includes this array element. Okay, so guys, okay, this unique array is going to include the any element, okay, from this given array, and if it is duplicate, it will remove this. It will not save, it will not, okay, push inside the array. It is going to push only the unique value in the array. Okay, it is going to push only the unique value in the array. Okay, so now let me just say here this unique value dot push. Okay, this unique value dot push this array element. Okay, this array element. So let me just say here this I. Okay, this is it, and now we will just return this unique array. So let me just save here, and now I'll just create here the console. So console dot log and let me just give here the unique array from the uh, given array. Okay, from the given array, and let me just use this function. So copy this and just paste it here, save the file, have a look in the browser, refresh this page. So here we got here, so I'll just remove this string. Okay, I don't know what is the issue. So because this is going to return the array. Okay, so let's just now save the file and now refresh this page. Okay, so we got here, this is the unique value. Okay, this is the unique value. Okay, 2 3 4 7 10 minus 2 0 and minus 1. So it has removed all the different unique or the duplicate value or the redundancy element. It has removed. Okay, so it will only show 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 7 and 10, 1 minus 2 0 and 1 minus 1. Okay, so this is what it is going to return here, 2 3 4 7 10 minus 2 0 and minus 1. Okay, so this is doing great now. So now let me just show you another method. Okay, let me just show you another method to remove the duplicate value. So let me just create here const, let me just say here as equal to. Okay, so let's just use here let. Okay, say here u. Okay, value. Okay, u value, and I'll just use here new. Okay, so I'm going to use here this set value. Okay, so let me just now I will provide this array. Okay, this array as the set value. Okay, so this set is going to only keep the unique value. Okay, this set is going to keep the only unique value. Okay, so let me just console.log. So console.log this unique value. Okay, so I hope this will not give any issue, otherwise I will resolve the issue as well. Save the file, have a look in the browser, now refresh this page. Okay, so we got here only unique value. Okay, we got here only unique value. You can see here 2 3 4 2 3 4 7 10 minus 2 0 and minus 1. Okay, so this is the set. Okay, this is the set. Okay guys, this is the set. This is not the array. Okay guys, this is the set. Okay, this is not the array, so we can't apply here the array method on this set. Okay, so to convert into this array, so guys, to convert this set into the array, what we will do here, we will just use here this split operator to make this into the array. Okay, so save the file and now have a look in the browser. So here we got the array. Okay, so let me just check or we can say here copy this new from here, and we will just say here new. Okay, set, and now let me just okay, so now just save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So now we got here the array. Okay, so now this is the array, so we can apply the map method on this. Okay, so to apply the map method, what I can say here. Okay, so let me just check. Okay, I'm going to check here. I'm going to check here. Okay, I'm doing this experiment. Okay, so I'll just say here I'll use the map method, and I'll just say here arr, and I'll just say here arr. Okay, multiply by 2. Okay, I'm just checking this. Okay, I'm just checking this if this is doing great or not. Okay, just save the file and have a look in the. Okay, so now this is doing great. Okay, so this is doing great, this is doing fantastic. Okay, and now we can also use here the reduce method as well. So say here reduce. Okay, and it will take here the sum. I'm just checking this. Okay, sum, and the, so it will say here current. Okay, current, and it will check here sum. So let me just say here current current plus sum. Okay, so let me just give you the initial value 0. I'm just checking this, save the file, have a look in the browser. Okay, So we got here sum is not defined. Okay, so it's not sun, it's sum. It's a the file. Have a look in the browser. Yeah, so we got here the sum of the array element as well. Okay, so this is doing great. Okay, this is doing great. So now I'll just create another function. So first of all, let me just write the comment also. So I can just say here the, okay, so say here count, okay, how many, okay, odd, okay, count how many odd, first of all let's just odd, okay, elements in the given array. Okay, so now they're going to count the what can I say, the odd element inside the array. Okay, so let me just create here the function. So function, I'll just create here the function. Okay, so 9. Okay, so I'll just use this, okay, a second array. Okay, I'll use this array. Okay, I'll use this second array. This array I'll use. Okay, this array I'll use, and I'll count the odd element inside this. Okay, so now first of all let's just check if there is anything inside the array or not. So array2 dot length is equal to 0, so we will return 0. Okay, so and now again I'll use the for loop. So for, I'll use here the let. Okay, so I'll just use here the let let. Okay, and I'll use the initial like condition 0, and I'll just say here array2 dot length and plus plus. So now I'll just check. Okay, first of all we will check if the array element is even or odd. Okay, so if first of all we will check, okay, if array element is even or odd. So I'm going to do that now. So let me just say here what can I say here. So let me just say here the array, this array, and 1. Okay, so give here 2 does not equal to 0, which means the array element is odd, okay, so let me just create here one where also I can just say here odd, okay, odd element, okay, odd elements, okay, odd elements. Okay, so now copy this odd elements, and let's just paste it here. Dot, I'll use here push, and let me just push this array element which has passed this condition. Okay, so now let me just return here this odd element. Okay, so as of now just close this, and now I'll just say here console dot log, and copy this, okay, function from here, and just paste it here. As of now just save the file and have a look in the browser. Okay, so here we got here the uh, only the odd element. So it is, you can see here is, okay, 3 3, okay, 7 1. Okay, so here is the only odd element. It's 3 3 7 1 from this array. So it's, okay, 3 3, okay, and 7, okay, and this minus 1. Okay, you can see here 3 3 7, and this, okay, odd, and this 7, and this minus 1 is the odd, okay, number or the element. So we can see here 3 3 3 7 minus 1. Okay, so now let me just I'll just say here, okay, so I can, so now I will just so or now let me just so it's saying count, so I can just say here 0, and what I'll do here, I'll just increase this, okay, every time. Okay, if this is odd, so let me just now Okay, return this. And now let me just say the file and have a look in the browser. So now we can see here the 5. Okay, so we can see here the 5. So let me just check what is the, so it's the first, second, third, okay, fourth, and the fifth. Okay, so we got here 5 odd element. Okay, so here we can see here the 5 odd elements. So this is what we can see here, 5 odd element. So let me just write here comment here also. So 5 odd elements. Save the file, refresh this page. So here we got here 5 odd elements inside this array. Inside this array I have shown you. Okay, and here is the let me just now create here another function. So let me just say here, give the comment. I can just say here count, copy this comment only. Okay, copy this comment, and I can just say here count how many even, okay, even elements in the given array. So let me just create here the function, and I can just create here the function 10. Okay, function 10, and I'll use this, okay, second array only. Okay, this second array. Okay, this second array, guys. Okay, this second array I will use. Okay, so let me just now, so let me just check here. So if array2 dot length is equal to 0, we will return 0. Otherwise I'll just create here let I'll just say here let, okay, uh, even elements. Okay, even elements count. Okay, even elements count, count counts, and as of now just give it 0, and say here even odd elements count. Okay, so it will be understandable to you. So let me just copy this, and let me just paste it here, and let me just paste it here. So save the file first. Let me just check in the browser. Okay, so this is doing great, no issue at all. So now let me just close this, and I'll just use here again for loop. Okay, so let me just use here let instead of var, and give the initial condition as 0, and let me see here array 2 dot length, and I'll increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, so now we will just check, okay, using the if condition. So we'll just say here array element. Okay, array element, okay, array element, and again I'll use this ampersand. Okay, and we will divide it by 2, and we will check, okay, if the remaining is 0. If the remaining is 0, this means the array element is even. Okay, which means the array element is even. So copy this, and let's just increase it. Okay, so let's just close this, and now let me just return this even elements count variable, and let's just save the file. So let me just copy this, and I'll just replace this. Okay, because there is comment here, so I'll just tweak something. Okay, so let's just say here uh, even even elements, say here odd elements. Okay, so say here copy this, and instead of 9 say here 10. Okay, this 10 function, I'm calling. Okay, so as of now just set the file and have a look in the browser. So see, we got here even elements 8. Okay, so even element count, let's just say here even element count. Okay, so count is more understandable, counts, and counts counts refresh this page. So let me just check here. So what is the even? So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and this 0 is 8. Okay, so that's why we got here even element count is 8 and odd element count is 5. Okay, so okay, so guys, this is the all array operations we have learned from this video, from this session. Okay, and guys, still you have any doubt, any query regarding this video, regarding this session, then guys you can ask me in the comment section below. I'll try to read it, I'll try to give you the best possible answer, best possible solution as well. Okay, so okay, So see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye guys. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now. Please guys subscribe. Okay.